Okay. Now, ninth grade science, we're going to be doing a little bit with the plant today, but I want to go over, I want to make this a quick film. I want to make it a quick review. But I want to go over some items that are going to be due. Now, today is the 25th of October. The test was scheduled for here, correct? We have no class here. So I'm going to make the test here. Okay? Now, we have class on Thursday, correct? We have class on the 2nd, right? Is there any reason why we wouldn't have the class on the 2nd?
Yeah, we do.
We have class on the 2nd. Okay. So this is what I propose. The posters, 1, sex cell, male and female, is due that day. So that's one poster because there's 12 students, you're working in pairs, so you're essentially making, right? Okay. And then you've got to make a poster on the anatomy of a flower. That's the second poster. Okay? Anatomy of the flower. Understood? Yes? And then, yes, Canada.
So for the flower anatomy, you work in partners or individually?
Same thing. You can work with the same partner, just one poster with your partner. It's not a problem. I can deal with that. But you got to make it good because you've got to show not only the anatomy. You've got to show not only the anatomy. You've got to show. Let's see if that's on. You got to show not only the anatomy, but also the pollination, etc. How things actually work. Obviously, it's going to be a static poster. It's not animated like something out of Harry Potter where you're showing things happen. But you can show something. And the pictures in the book, it's funny, the 3 sections that I almost ignored completely are actually among the best done in the chapter in terms of illustrations, I think. They're very good illustrations. And I will do a video tonight on sections, what is it, 3, 4, 5? Something like that, is that right? Section 3, what section are you reading right now?
7.3.
All right, so 3, 4, 5, 7.3, all right? But what I want to do right now, so we have the test next week, and then I also want, and do this now, we start the chemistry, correct? That's chapter 1, is that correct? Make sure you have the outline done. I'm going to actually check the outlines early, because you've got to do the readings. I'm going to check as an assignment, chapter 1 outline. Chapter 1 outline due there. And we will begin in earnest our physical science on the 5th. So you will have read the material before I actually do it. Before I do the material, I want the outlines. Understood? Otherwise, it's just, I will do a little bit less of giving you things to look at, to study, to feed me information, if you come in with the material read, right? Is that a fair trade? Okay, I'll do less, feeding me information. You can sit back, enjoy the lesson a little bit. I want you to participate based on what you've read. It's a little more interesting relative to, if you don't like biology, you'll like chemistry and physics. Science is really physical science and life science. Very rarely will anyone like both. They'll find certain curiosities about both things. But as a discipline, how many people like the life sciences? Raise your hand. How many people like the physical sciences? Raise your hand. Okay, nobody? All right, I'm going to change that. I'm a physical science person. But Let's begin. Let's begin. All right. So check sections 3, 4, and 5. Sections 3, 4, and 5 are about what? About the flower, correct? Plants. The reproductive component parts of the plant. Clear? So, what do we got?
Reproduction is flowering plant.
All right, I don't want you to sound like a textbook. Just give me some information.
The male sex cells of plants.
Oh, you have a list of the anatomy. You have a list of different parts of the plant.
We were talking about pollination.
You're a pollination guy. Didn't I say to read the beginning as well?
I did.
Okay. Well, what do we got?
The male sex cell of the flower is called anther.
Give me some words, dude.
Anther.
Anther. The anther. Okay. What else?
Eggs.
Eggs. What else?
Pistil.
Pistil. Yes, what else?
Stamen.
Stamen. How do you spell that?
S-T-A-M-E-N-S.
Stamen. Singular.
Stamen.
Okay, what else?
Pollen.
What is it?
Pollen. P-O-L-L-E-N.
Oh, pollen.
Pollen.
What else?
Ovary.
Ovary. How do you spell that?
O-V-A-R-Y.
Ovary. Okay. 2 R's there. Okay, ovary. What else? Anything else? Is that it? All right, does anybody know what these things mean?
Helps in pollination.
What is it?
Helps in pollination.
Yes, I know that, but these are the parts of, these are the sexual organs of the plant, correct?
Flowering.
Of the flowering plant. Very important, flowering plant. So what's the anther? What are these things? What, do you recognize eggs?
Yes.
What's an egg?
Female reproductive organ.
All right, the eggs. Where are the eggs produced?
Ovary.
In the ovary. Okay, what's the pollen?
Pollen is wings. The process by which the pollen is moved from one anther to an egg.
Right, but what is it part of the male or the female? It's the male. It's what would it be in mammals? What would be the comparison? Not an equation. What would be the analogy? What is pollen like in males? Mammals. Sperm. That's the sperm. Okay. What's the anther? You're gonna look right at the book, dude. I mean, you're waiting to be.
Pollen are produced in anther.
This is where the pollen are produced in the anther. Is that correct? So the anther would be what in mammals?
Testes.
The testes. Okay. Plural. What's singular?
Testes. C-I-S.
Testicles.
Testes.
Testicles.
No, that's
Testes is plural. Testes.
Testicle. T-E-S.
No, testicle is another way to say it, but testes is singular, testes is plural. Okay? So the anther is sort of like the testes, correct? What's the pistil?
Pistil is the base of the ovary.
What is it?
The ovary, where the ovary is situated, the ovary is the structure and the pistil is the base.
The pistil is what?
Is the base.
Is the base. The pistil is where the ovary is. Is that correct? Go ahead, wait a second, yes. All right, good. The ovary is located at the base of the pistil. Okay? Does the pistil have another function, or it's just a structure that the ovary sits on? Just sits there. And what's the stamen?
Stamens are the Tips of anther.
What is it?
Tips of anther.
The tips of the anther are the stamen. All right, so let's label. Where's my other markers? Just a second. Let's label. Oh, there they are. God, I have so many markers. I get all these markers. All right, let's label male and female. So the anther is what? Male and female?
Male.
Male, eggs,
Female.
pistil, stamen, pollen, ovary.
Fig.
Excellent. Okay, are we reasonably assured with that? That one's okay. Now, why are bees so important with flowering plants?
Because they carry the pollen from the flower, and they go to flower because the flower has nectar, the attractive nectars, and they collect the nectars, and they have the pollen with them, and they go to another flower of the same kind, and the flower gets the pollen.
So the bees go for the sweet nectar, and then they get a little pollen on their wings, and they go from flower to flower pollinating. And is that why they're important, bees, to humans? It's because we like flowering hillsides?
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that what it is?
Sometimes we also take pride in pollen.
We get what?
We help for
But why else? Why are bees? Why is it almost catastrophic for the survival of large human populations if the bee population dies off? Why are we worried about that?
there will be no flowers, then
There'll be no flowers. Everyone's going to be sad. No flowers.
no oxygen. No oxygen.
No oxygen. Wow, you're getting really nuclear bombs next, or what? What? No oxygen. Nuclear weapons are going to be launched. What? Why are bees so important?
The carbon dioxide will increase.
All right. You're going a little crazy. Carbon dioxide will increase. All right, you're a little bit weird. Okay, that's okay. All right, okay. Let's keep this in perspective. Why are bees so important to humans? Because they help pollinate what?
Plants. Flowering plants.
It's a four-letter word. It's the C word, four-letter C word. Crop. Plural, crops. Okay? They're used in agriculture. They're used in agriculture. They are very, 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 very important. Farmers, depending on what they're farming, will keep beehives on their property and cultivate bees. There are businesses that will rent out their bees. Canada and I own a farm, and we need our, crops pollinated. We're corn farmers. So we'll go to the local beekeeper and say, we need your bees, to pollinate our corn crop. Can you, rent us your bees? I don't know how they do it. But it is true that if it's not for the bees, our crops are not going to get pollinated. So they're very, very important. Okay? Enough as an introduction to flowering plants. Is that good? Yes?
Yeah, that.
We're off.